back to Studio One Vintage Guitars, New Zealand's home of vintage guitars. My name is Nick Brightwell, and today we have ourselves a 14 fret Style O from National Guitars. We have recently taken National on board, and we have 5 of their wonderful resonator guitars. This is a Style O, but in a 14 fret, so it's a little bit different to your standard Style O with all the Hawaiian scene you can see here. These are wicked instruments, and being a 14 fret, it's a little bit more versatile, a little bit more of a kind of everything guitar, maybe, compared to a 12 fret. Let's just do some finger picking on it. Now the great thing about these guitars is, because it's a resonator, it doesn't respond like wood, so you get a very loud sound out of them. That's the key factor of these instruments, is they're very loud. So I was just playing very lightly. This is just standard light playing, and then I really dig into it. Kind of getting to the limit of how hard you'd want to play consistently. Now if you're using finger picks on this guitar, it's a very, very different story. Now let's just do some strumming. Now I'm just playing that kind of nominally. If you really want to dig into this guitar, hopefully you with your headphones didn't just blow out the back of your seat. So the main difference I would say in the decal, the kind of graphic design they have on this instrument, is around the main difference I see is around the sides. Instead of being just a solid band that you have on the 12th fret, in this one you have a continuation of the palm scene with a little bit of a mountain there, or maybe a ocean volcano, as they say. But being a 14 fret, you know, a lot of the slide guitars end up being 12 frets because that's what they started with. Very logical for playing slide on this. But what this guitar offers you in the slide world is you can do something like this, and do the Robert Johnson thing, which is you have a 14 fret guitar, you want to slide to the body, so you put a capo on the 2nd fret, and now we're in F sharp standard tuning. And the idea is now you can slide up to the 14th fret or the 12th fret now, and so you can play it like this. So that's something that Robert Johnson did. If you look at that great photo of Robert Johnson with the smoke in his mouth, kind of in just like a collared shirt, not in his great suit, you'll see that he has a big capo on the 2nd fret. You know, that's just part of what some of these 14 fret guitars were played back in the day. So this is a slide guitar, so I'm going to put it down into open D tuning. So what I'm doing, to take you through exactly what I'm doing, open D is D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. I start off by playing the D string, and I'm using that as my reference note, and I've taken the E string and tune that down. So I'm using that as my reference, and do the same thing for the high E string. That's going to go down to D. So now I'm doing it quite quickly. If this is new to you, do it very slowly. Do it, really listen to that note, and do it very slowly. You know, take your time. So now we're into Dagad, and the trick here is now we're going to take the G down to F sharp. Now you can't really reference that note. You can do it like that if you want, but if you want to kind of work on your hearing skills, third is a great note to throw in because if it's, you can really hear that. So now we're in open D tuning, and what I'm doing here is I'm using a Rocky Mountain slide. We sell Rocky Mountain slides here at Studio One Vintage Guitars. This is a ceramic slide. They come from the Rocky Mountains in America, the Colorado area. And the idea is a ceramic slide is kind of in between your metal sound and in between your metallic slide sound and glass. So I haven't actually really played a 14 fret resonator, so we'll just see how this goes. Now, just to go over this, the other specs of this guitar really quickly, it's the same scale length as a 12 fret, so really all that's happened here is the body's got a bit smaller. That's interesting. We'll do a comparison video and see if there's a strong acoustic difference. Having a slightly smaller body might be a bit more focused. So the scale length on these is 25 with 21 over 32. So I don't know how to, which is a bit of a strange. Oh no, incorrect. That's the tricone. It's the single cone is roughly 24.75. I hope. It is. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I got my got Ed over here. It is a 25 scale. So then this is more in line with the tricone compared to the single O, the style O. So now we'll do the Robert Johnson thing. So Robert Johnson used Open G a lot. Open G was, you could almost say, was the Mississippi tuning. A lot of guys did use Open D, but Open G is what Patton used and Son House used. And if you know your Robert Johnson lore, the guy that taught him or started to teach him Open G was Son House. So now we'll put the capo onto the second fret. We're in Open G, so now we're in Open A. Now what also that does is by putting the capo on the strings, you kind of get a different overall sound now of the guitar. Originally, you know, it's going through the nut to the tuning pegs, and now all that tone is going to the capo. So you get a slightly different sound out of the guitar as well. Kind of, in a way, a muffled sound. And that's a part of that key slide sound on the second fret. Can get a really nice. Yeah, so very interesting instrument. I'm going to have a bit more of a play of this. We only got these in a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, haven't had a great opportunity to really play this. But very impressed by National's build quality. We've had 5 of these in and they've all been exceptional. They sound great out of the box and they're always going to sound this good. They don't degrade in sound, they don't really improve, but what you get straight out of the box is a very, very good sounding guitar. So we'll leave it there. Here is the 14 fret style O from National. If you have any questions about this instrument or want to come check it out, come on down to the shop. My name is Nick Brightwell. We have Josh Thomas behind the camera and Ed Castello behind the sound. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this content, please like, subscribe and share. We'll see you next time. Have a good time.